Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. The Solana chart continues to be in an overall uptrend. So we're still printing higher highs and higher lows, especially from the August low. From an overall context point of view, we are likely in this fifth wave. That's an Elliott wave structure. And the fifth wave should take us to minimally, I'd say, 360 to 380. We talked about this area before. Very, very important to be aware of this area. It is going to be the next, let's say, target zone above. And we are currently holding support on the daily chart, which is between 162 and 178. So none of that is really surprising. And there are no major changes. Today, we see a little bit of upside momentum across the sector, which is, of course, too small. I mean, Bitcoin is going up 1.7% per Tradingview here. Solana, 4.7%. These are no decisive movements, even though it's good to see some green after days of just sideways action. So it feels like something might be shifting a little bit in line with expectations, because as you know, the yellow scenario is the preferred one. We would like to see the price go higher, and ideally the price holds above the February low. If there is another low, 162 to $178 is the next support area, right? But ideally, as I said, the last low holds, because the price would then also hold above the lower boundary line of this trend channel, which is quite important. And ultimately here from a daily chart point of view, we still see the potential for higher prices. That gives us the context for the smaller time frame. And we have one key level, so $245. I want to see the price break above this level. And this would be the first, let's say, signal level that would indicate the next leg up is actually unfolding in wave C of 5 of 5. So now let's take a look at the smaller time frame for Solana. Here you can see still an unchanged structure. So at the moment, the price is simply following the proposed roadmap and structure. We discussed that in previous updates. I explained to you that the rally from so first of all, the dip on the 3rd of February, from a bullish point of view, is seen as B wave. So this is the B wave low, the idea, yeah. And that means we're likely in the C wave up that I showed you on the larger time frame, which could then lead to a rally towards 360. And the initial bounce on the 3rd of February might have been a wave 1. What does that mean? Well, it's the wave 1 of a larger 5-wave move, which again could be a larger wave 1 then. So if we consider that we are in this C wave, and I haven't labeled the whole pathway because we are still in a range where we are dealing only with corrective structures and micro patterns are likely going to change a lot. But as long as we have support and the roadmap, it's all good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, that could be wave 1. Then we get a wave 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a possibility. Maybe if the third wave extends, which we don't know yet, maybe it takes us higher more directly. This is something to consider. Bear in mind, we are now in the late stages possibly of that rally. But what I can tell you is that we haven't even confirmed yet that we are starting to move up. It's looking good today, but really the chart doesn't do anything today that it hasn't done before. So for example, here from the 6th of February low to the 10th of February high, there was a bit of a rally as well, but nothing super exciting. Okay, so the next resistances are at $209, $220, and then the very important one is the February high here around $245. This would be really important. No, sorry, that's not the February high, that's the January high. The February high is here around 218 to 220. This would be an important one, which is why I've got it as a solid line, whereas here the dotted line, that's sort of the first. Yeah, but again, as long as we really break out of this range, due to the corrective nature of the rallies, there's just a chance that we test support again. So I leave the support area, the initial micro support here on the shorter time frame chart, I leave it completely unchanged. It's between $185 and $192. There are a few different ways how this move to the upside could unfold. The most simple form, probably here just as diagonal structure, where we have an ABC structure in wave 1, ABC in wave 2, A, B, C in wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. This would be the most simple form. Other interpretations are possible. For example, If this is something more impulsive, then this here could be a wave one, one of C essentially, wave two, and then maybe we get a C wave impulse. Yeah, it could be like that. I mean, essentially they are all very similar. I just showed you here in the last videos a few different pathways, because for example, this year, yeah, and I think you should know that the rally from the 6th of February low can be considered a 5-wave move, even though a weak one and only in a diagonal, but that could indicate that some kind of an impulse is starting to move up. But ultimately, my message was that the red line is the key level, so we can be potentially bullish against $187.30 here. Below that level, probabilities for upside follow-through reduce, and the probabilities for a break below the February low increase, and that means probably then a reset of the larger wave 4 that presumably bottomed in January. But for now, we're still holding above the red line, so we can still watch for higher prices. But overall, the focus now needs to be on whether the bulls can break above these previous, or these resistances, these previous swing highs. That's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And if you're interested in additional content, check out our main channel, our new main channel, MCO Global. We only launched it last week. Your feedback has been really, really positive. Typically a video a day about more in-depth content, in-depth analysis, macro perspective, geopolitical content, discussions, maybe also with other analysts coming. So it's a space where we intend to bring people together. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Link is in the description. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.